All right. Now that we have a report that's been run, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the results of that report. As a sales rep, you can go in and view each report directly from your merchant listing page, or you can still drill down to the actual page itself and choose to view a report from there. For this case, we're going to go ahead and choose View, and it's going to pull up the last report that was run. All right, on startup, you're going to get a summary of your report. It's a summary of what we found for your business. And it's always going to include the name of the business, location, phone number, your basic details. Additionally, there's a new pie chart, just a little bit below the score, that talks about what each section is made up of. So where your score is 39 out of 100, this is what's missing in each section. So you're missing 12% in social networking, 13% in regional directories. And each one of these you're able to look at in detail by clicking on the navigation to the left. So for starters, we'll go ahead and we'll go into local search. Now what's going to come up first is going to be a basic idea of where you stand in each category. The same thing that you saw in the pie chart, but with a little more detail behind it. So out of that 13% that you owe for social networking, you are only 75% complete in that category. So maybe you have a Facebook listing, but you're missing some additional details. Same thing pertains to the local search bar, regional directories, internet yellow pages, and directory assistance. Now the next section, chart 2, is going to talk about the depth of information that you have there. So out of all the local search sites, you only have about 50% that actually have a basic listing. Another 10% that have business profiles, another 10 with additional contact, and then a few ratings and reviews. And these charts are just to give you a real quick overview of how you're doing. To get the real guts of the report, you're going to want to drill down to the bottom where you can see all of your sites, you can see their type, rank, and what was found for each section. So over here, for example, we find you on local.yahoo.com. We tell you it's a local search site, that for your specific merchant it's ranked 1, and that we found a basic profile for you. So basic, complete. There's no additional information. There was no email address, additional phone number, fax number. But we also found a profile for you without any reviews. Each one of these columns, site, type, rank, basic, additional, profile, and reviews, are going to be sortable. So you can say alphabetically that you want to see A through Z or Z through A. Same thing goes for type, same thing for rank. Now you can additionally choose how many results you want per page. So we can see over here that I have 68, and maybe I want to take a look at all of them at the same time. And we'll go ahead and we'll load all 100. So as opposed to paging through to see where you are, you can pull it all up at once and just get a great quick overview. Now next stop is going to be ratings. And these ratings are going to talk about what we find for you. So for example, at Google Places, we find that there's a rating of 5-star. There's actually 5 ratings. Let's go ahead and give it a click. And once you click on one of these, same thing as on local search, it's going to pull up a little bit about what we found. So this specific type is a local search. It's ranked 4, there's 5 comments, and to see that exact listing, you can go ahead and click on the visit listing and take you directly to it. Now once you click on that, it's going to go ahead and open in another tab, so you can always come back. We're not forcing you into anything else. Close, you simply click on the close. Same type of controls exist to go to different pages, same sorting exists, and same ability to choose how many results you'd like to see. Those are going to be consistent throughout the entire report. Next, we're going to load up reviews, which is where Bob Jones goes to, let's say, Yellow Book, and gives you a review. You'll see here we have Yellow Book published on 3/14. And in order to see a basic or a short synopsis or summary of this review, you're going to go ahead and give it a click. And the only thing that was said about this merchant on this day was a great place to eat and has great people who work there. Awesome. You can additionally go to the page itself where it's hosted by clicking View Review, Yellow Book. Here's your listing. Here's your review. Again, this is just going to open in a new tab, so you never have to worry about being kicked out of the report that you're currently looking at. Next up, we'll take a look at mentions, which is anywhere that we found your name that was outside of, say, a local search site of a profile or off of your website. So say you were a merchant and you had information published about you in your local Tribune. In this case, we have Me and Ed's Pizza, and if they had had something published about them, this is where you would find it. The same type of linking structure exists in that you can sort by published date or source, and that by clicking on a mention, you get a brief summary of it, and there's an additional link below that which will take you directly to where we found that mention, the same way with reviews and ratings. Next up, we'll take a look at paid placement. Now, in paid placement, you're going to find the things that you've paid for, AdWords, or perhaps a billboard ad you had put up somewhere. So specifically, pizzahut.com has AdWords that might not pertain directly to your merchant, but the words themselves, the pizza, for example, do. Next, we'll take a look at search engines. And these are how we come to find your profiles. This is how, if I was looking for a pizza place and I went to, say, Google or Bing, that if I searched, what I would find for you. We have a top selection of sites where you can see how much information, and this is pulling from local search, how much information is available for a merchant on a given site. Additionally, you can scroll down to the bottom, just like in local search, and you can take a look at how we were able to find each profile listing that we have for you. Now, all of these, again, are things that you can drill down on and see how much information was there in the local search tab. But right now, you can see that at VC Star, we were able to find this merchant by looking on Google.